Are you itching for change, but you just feel like you're stuck and you cannot reach the next level of life that you're craving? In this video, you are going to learn the 7 things I changed and I continue to in order to unlock new, beautiful versions of myself. By the end of this video, you will know exactly what you need to change in order to unlock that next level of life that you're craving. That next level of life includes the hot-ass boyfriend that treats you like a queen, gorgeous condo city living, and perhaps a successful business if you want it. Hi, my name is Vikita, and on this channel I talk all things femininity, women's self-improvement, and dating and relationships. If any of that sounds good to you, click the subscribe button down below. I would love to have you here. If you're interested in getting a step-by-step blueprint on how to get him hooked, then go get my course, Get Him Hooked. Link will be in the pinned comments down below. And if you want to learn more about how I can help accelerate your goals, level up your dating life, and really get you that high-quality man and upgrade and leverage your femininity, then book a call with me down below. Okay, so I have my notes right in front of me because I don't want to miss anything. Girl, you need a whole new personality. That is how you are going to upgrade to that next level of life that you're just craving. Why is this the key? Okay, this is the overarching theme: personality. Why is changing your personality the most important thing that you can do if you want to unlock the next level of your life? Well, because your personality is made up of thoughts, beliefs, and behaviors. And in order to upgrade your life, you need to upgrade your personality. You have to be the woman that has what she wants. Your personality needs to reflect a woman that has a successful business. It needs to reflect a woman that lives in a gorgeous condo downtown in whatever city that you choose. Personally, I have had to change my personality several times in order to change my life. The reason it works like this is because your personality reflects your personal reality. Mic drop. Get some pen and paper. Here are the 7 things that you need to stop doing in order to level up your life. Number 1 is mindset. Your mindset is make or break. And you're probably thinking, holy moly, Vikita, we get it. Mindset, mindset, mindset. But you don't understand the severity of a weak mindset because you're still living in a life that you don't want to actually be experiencing, right? You are still living in this reality that sucks. And I know it sucks. That's why you're watching this video. So you need to get your mindset in check. Like I said, your mindset is make or break. It will either supercharge your manifestations or block them completely. Mindset is the biggest thing and the most important thing that you will change because it's how you move through life. I used to have extremely negative self-talk. When I say negative self-talk, I mean I could not go 30 minutes without saying anything bad about myself. Whether that is me looking in the mirror and saying, you are absolutely hideous, or that was me internally just beating myself down and saying, you're stupid, why would you do that, oh my god, you did it again. These were just all really negative things that I was telling myself on a consistent basis, and this was 24/7. And the fact that it was so bad that my friend at the time, my roommate, she and I went on this kind of cleanse of negative self-talk because it was getting so bad to the point where we would just stare at each other in the mirror and be like, we are disgusting, we are hideous, this is why we have no friends, this is why nobody talks to us, when that was just not real at all. Like, we had a lot of friends and people were talking to us, so we couldn't have been that hideous. But again, it was just constantly feeding off of the energy of negativity, right? So if you have a friend, and I'll get into this in a later point, that also does the same thing as you guys are just sitting in this soup of negativity that is not helpful at all. I got put on academic probation because I was failing my classes, because I could not get to campus because I was hideous. Okay, I thought I looked like an ogre. I thought that when I went to campus alone without my roommates that everyone was gonna be laughing at me and mocking and like, oh my god, look at how ugly she is. Like, nobody was doing that because nobody cared about what I looked like. I mean, this is all just internalized stuff, right? And that's just what was fueling the negative self-talk. And the only reason I could go to campus is when I was going with my roommates, who also did not go to campus. So we were just a bunch of clowns. Don't be like me, don't be like them. Now I go to dinner with myself. Now I would rather go do things by myself, okay? So letting go of the deprecating and negative self-talk will probably single-handedly change your entire life and improve the quality of your life, like, significantly. I actually believe that it's the cheat code to life. So here you have it. Here's a cheat code to life. Just stop talking shit about yourself. Self-talk directly affects what kind of mindset you have. And chances are, if you have a negative self-talk routine, and I call it a routine because it's straight up something that you do every single day. It's like a habit. And if you have that negative habit of self-talk, chances are you have a victim mindset and a scarcity mindset, both being extremely detrimental to having any success in any area of your life. So you ask, Vikita, what can I do? I hate this. I need to fix it. What can I practically do and implement right now? I'm about to tell you. You need to have a really strong faith practice. Now, religious, non-religious, personally speaking, I'm very spiritual. Spirituality changed my life completely. Prior to spirituality, I was a complete dick. And fast forward, now I'm just a dick who is self-aware. No, I'm kidding. Spirituality grounds me, it centers me, and it gives me the faith and the trust that I need in order to surrender to the higher power, the source that I believe in. I know it's like this deeply ingrained belief in me that I just know everything is working out the way it's supposed to work out. That is because I have such a strong connection to source, and I just know everything is being taken care of. And hindsight is 2020. So while you might think, oh my god, my life is turning to shit, it's not. It's actually turning to shit so that you can actually see the beautiful rainbows and butterflies that are being cooked up in the background, right? Behind the scenes, there's some really magical stuff brewing. You just have to have enough faith and trust in your higher power to guide you and have your back. Like, my favorite affirmation is the universe always has my back. And it does. The universe always has my back. And the more you just have that faith and that surrender into the universe, and you say, I hand you all of my burdens, I hand you all of my desires, you do what you need to do with them, and you just completely detach yourself from the outcome, and the actual reality that you're seeing and experiencing is the moment you really start leveling up your life, because now up here is changing, so out here is gonna change. Now, truth or dare? Okay, you said dare? Perfect. I dare you to stop talking negatively about yourself for one day. One day, you are not going to say anything negative about yourself. You said dare, and so I gave you the dare, so now you have to do it. DM me on Instagram or comment down below when you've completed the dare so that I know you're a real one. Number 2, going through old stories and reframing old belief patterns that were no longer serving me. We, as humans, have so many stories and beliefs built on the fact that we have been through so much shit. And we might have gone through the same thing over and over and over again, and that is why we form a story, and that is why we form a belief. If you have constantly been told you're ugly, you are going to start believing that person, those people, that group. You are going to now form this narrative around your appearance that you are ugly. Not because you believe it, but because you believe them. And that is where things get detrimental. So personally, I had to let go of so many stories and so many beliefs that have been ingrained in me since I was a child. When you are in an environment that does not help your vision and is not conducive to your vision of life, you have to sit down and say, what do I believe, and is that helping me? And if it's not helping you, you need to let it go. And I have so many students in my program, the Feminine Dating Academy, who say to me, I cannot let go of the old story. I cannot reframe my beliefs. You saying that you can't do it is further emphasizing the fact that you cannot do it. It's making it even harder. When you tell yourself, I cannot do XYZ, your subconscious mind is taking that as a command and saying, we can't do that thing. No, we can't do that thing. And it further perpetuates your already existing story, belief, whatever the case may be. See how that works? It is almost a vicious cycle if you are unaware of what is going on. Hopefully I've just dropped some knowledge on you so you can take this knowledge. Here you go. Take it and go sit in the freaking corner and apply it, okay? This is just real easy shit if you just stay committed. And if you're not committed to yourself, then like, that's just sad, okay? It's just sad. Beliefs and old stories are just as detrimental as having a really negative self-talk routine, really negative scarcity mindset, and a really negative victim mindset. They both actually kind of go hand in hand. I could have just put them into one point, but I thought it'd just be cute and separate them. Your beliefs antagonize, like a little bully, antagonize your mindset. Okay, number 3 is environment. This one is going to change your life. It changed my life. Here we go. Environment includes people and physical environment. So let's start with people. You have to let go of people that do not serve your vision. I had to let go of high school friends and university friends. Why? Because they did not help the personality that I needed to morph into in order to create a successful business, put myself on YouTube, put myself on social media, and live out my dreams of helping people. That was not going to happen if I still had university and high school friends. Now you might think, let's not be drastic, I can't drop all my friends. Okay, well then you must not like yourself enough, because I had to drop every single friend that I had in order to be right here talking to you guys and feel confident in doing so. These people were holding me back from the next level of my life because I couldn't change my personality with them in my life. These people were holding me back from reaching that next level of life that I so deeply craved because I couldn't change my personality with them in my life. Therefore, my personal reality couldn't change. Just for context, I was a huge partier in high school and university. All I did was black out 4 times a week in my hometown and the university town that I lived in. It was just a big thing to black out every single weekend. And when you're in university, you don't really have a schedule. Like, you do whatever you want to do, okay? And I was blacking out like 4 times a week. With blacking out comes other things. So you can see how it's a domino effect, right? So you have this one habit of blacking out every single day. That one habit then leads to feeling like crap the next day. So do you want to eat healthy? No. So I'm gonna eat junk food. And because I'm eating junk food now, so we've got 1 domino, 2 domino, 3 domino. This domino is I'm eating constant junk food. I am not giving my body the fuel it needs in order to feel motivated and have discipline in wanting to get to the gym and feel motivated even to get to the gym, right? So now I'm compromising health. And the 4th domino is now I'm compromising health. I'm developing some really chronic illnesses. And with these people, I was also this version of myself that I really didn't like, because these people brought out certain insecurities in me, brought out certain kind of defense mechanisms where you're trying to fit in and you want to be liked by your friends and all of these silly juvenile things. And that version of me loved to gossip. I loved to just hate on every single person, and that's just not somebody that I wanted to be. I did not want to be a bitter person. But when you're surrounded by people that have only seen you as one version of yourself their whole life and your whole friendship, you feel really insecure in changing that, because you don't want to step on anybody's toes, you don't want to ruffle any feathers, you are a little bit nervous to introduce them to this new version of yourself, because what if they can't handle it? Am I gonna lose all my friends? What if they don't like this version of me? So you hold yourself back. But the version of me that was a blackouter, okay, blackouter, let's just go with that, who blacked out 4 times a week, who ate like crap, who didn't exercise, who hated herself, who had negative self-talk, who was surrounded by friends who made her want to gossip, did that person have enough responsibility built within herself that she could run a successful business, live alone, and embrace being an adult and paying for rent and doing all of these adulty things? Did I have enough responsibility within myself? No, I couldn't have done it. And these friends that I had in university and in high school were keeping me in university 2 years after leaving university. Every time we hung out, it was just about boys and what these people were doing in our town. And oh my god, did you hear she has this new boyfriend? Oh my god, did you hear that she and him broke up? It was just the most silly shit going, and I knew in that moment, after having distance because of COVID, that my energy was just not aligning with them anymore. And I did not want to just talk about what the people in my hometown were doing and boys and when we were gonna black out next. It was not where I needed to be, and it was not gonna get me where I needed to go. So what did I have to do? I had to remove myself from the situation. Ask yourself, who are you with certain people? Is the person that you are around these certain people conducive to the lifestyle that you want to live? Are they conducive to the vision of life that you have for yourself? Are they going to be able to play supporting roles in the next chapter of your life? And this includes family as well. If not, let them go. I'm giving you the green light to let them go. It does not help. They are going to hold you back. Okay, now let's talk about physical environment. Physical environment is another huge one. Is your physical environment conducive to your vision? This, if you've not noticed already, the theme of the video is what I'm experiencing, beliefs, mindset, people, environment, habits, routine, spoiler alert, is it conducive to my juicy, delicious life that I'm planning to live? That's already being lived up here, but is it, now we need to take physical form of it. Is it conducive to that? Change locations if you can. Changing locations can change everything for you. If you are currently in an environment with a toxic family member, toxic family members, plural, toxic friends, you are just really struggling in your environment right now, you can make it happen. You can get a way out of it, okay? Make that your number one priority, getting out of this physical environment. All the other stuff is easily in your control. The environment is less in your control, so work on that part first, because your physical environment can, again, like your mindset, make or break whatever you're trying to bring into your life. And for me, my environment was a very big one, and so I know it's a difficult one. Number 4, dressing how I felt. So changing the way that I dressed really changed my overall vibe and my overall personality. Why? Because us humans dress how we feel. Our emotions play a very big role in our lives, correct? And so if we feel a certain way about ourselves, we are going to express that in the way that we present ourselves to the world, because we're not going around the world telling everybody how we feel inside and what we think about ourselves and all these things that are going on inside in our mind. We are not going out and telling everybody that, because that'd be freaking bizarre, right? The strangers would be like, oh my god, here she comes, like, we don't want to talk to her. That's why we don't do that stuff, okay? But subconsciously, our internal thoughts and our internal dialogue influence our outside appearance. You might not even know this. If you look like garbage, you look in the mirror right now, okay, and you are like, oh my god, I don't look good. I do not look good. This is not your best. This is not your best. You probably don't like yourself inside. There's something that's going on inside. The reason why I say this is really important, and I did change this, and it really impacted my personality afterwards, is because when I was a really masculine woman, like I was just super in my masculine energy, I was dressing super masculine because inside I was really in my masculine energy, and I felt very angry and just really irritated, and I hated my body being shown, and I didn't want my silhouette to be outlined because I was constantly getting attention from men and I hated them, and I was just really heavily in my masculine energy, and I had such a deep hatred for men. And when they even looked my way, I was like, you are disgusting, don't ever look my way again. And the reason why I felt very masculine inside was because of all of my hurt, right, and all the things that I had gone through. And so that was what I was feeling inside, and I wanted to reflect that outside. So the baggier the clothes, the better. And I dressed like a dude. Like the way I would want my guy to dress is how I used to dress. And I'll insert some pictures right here. So why I had to change the way that I dressed, even though I still felt very masculine inside, is because I needed to somehow help move along the process of shifting out of that energy and into my feminine. So if we want to help speed along how we feel internally and shift that, we can actually use our appearance and how we dress to do so, right? So you can dress as this new personality that you are starting to step into. So if you're really starting to get into your feminine energy and you see yourself as this feminine woman, and that is the path that you are seeing for yourself, and that's the new personality that you're taking on, then you can start dressing that way, and it'll just help kind of assist and be a supplement for all the mindset work that you're gonna do and the internal work, but it just almost helps you embody the feeling of femininity when you dress that way. And I know that for a fact because that's what I did. I started dressing a little bit more feminine, getting a little bit more comfortable with it, day by day, and anytime I could, I would start dressing more feminine, and people around you just, they acclimate to that new version of you. My parents probably think in their head, oh my god, when did she go from wearing just baggy sweatpants and hoodies to now actually dressing really nicely and taking, you know, pride of her appearance and stuff like that. They probably are thinking that, but they didn't say it. It's just the people that care about you will just stand by you no matter what version of yourself that you present to them. Number 5, the fifth thing that I did and I changed to level up my life was health. Okay, now this is such a funny one because it's the most important thing. Like, we hear health is wealth, and it's the most important thing that we can do for ourselves, yet it's the most neglected. I know this firsthand because I, for the last 2 years, have been battling like 3 chronic illnesses. Okay, for the first half of, for all of 2020 and the first half of 2021, I was bedridden. It was just the worst time of my life, and I got diagnosed with all of these things, and in that moment I realized how valuable your health is, because if you don't have your health, you can't do anything. I remember vividly feeling so upset that why did this happen to me, and just thinking in my bed, if I could only feel good enough to clean my room, right? Something we always take advantage of and take for granted. The fact that we can just get up and we can do whatever we want, and I could just get up right now and clean my room, but I didn't have that luxury back then for a year and a half because I felt so sick, and I was just so sick that I would pray if I could just get up and clean my room right now, it would make me feel so good. Like, I missed that. And that is when I really took charge of my health, and I said, you are going to make a complete turnaround. The reason why it's so important is, and you probably know this, is because if you're just feeding yourself junk, you're not giving your body the proper fuel it needs in order to run properly, right? Your body's gonna run like a broken down car that doesn't get the right fuel or the right amount. It doesn't go for its service checks, the tires aren't oiled, there's a lot of things just crickety and crackety, that the car's just not working properly. That is you, that is your body. So what fuel are you giving it? If you're not exercising at least 3 times a week, your body's not going to run the way you want it to run. And the way that you treat your body is how your mind is going to feel, because these two things are working in unison together to help you be the best version of yourself and feel the best version of yourself. Because if you're not taking care of your internal, right, your body, your health, your exercise and all of that, your mindset is going to be directly impacted. When I was eating like crap and I was blacking out 4 times a week, I didn't have motivation, I didn't have discipline, my body just felt lethargic, I felt lazy, I felt tired all the time, and that obviously impacted how I was able to do schoolwork and feel happy and kind of light and airy. Taking care of your body, and you will see how your mindset changes, how your emotional behaviors change, how you feel about yourself, how you look at yourself in the mirror. These are things that are all going to change. Number 6, consumption. The hardest one in our time right now, because we are obsessed with social media. And when I say we, I mean you, because I'm not. I do not use social media for entertainment purposes like I used to. I used to be obsessed with TikTok, scrolling. I used to be obsessed with watching YouTube videos. I would run home from school, what favorite YouTubers have dropped videos. I'd go through my subscription list and I'd be like, new video, and I would spend hours and hours and hours watching YouTube videos that were not educational. I only consume educational things now. When I'm watching YouTube, it's educational. It's something about how I can work on me, mindset, business, inner work, what is helpful. Like that for Vikita, that is what I'm watching. The phone is the biggest one. I don't use so obviously my business is online, so I am on all the social medias. But like I said, I don't even go on my personal Instagram. I haven't been on there since 2018. I haven't posted one thing. I'm like a ghost. I'm like dead on there. Right? Nobody, like I don't scroll on my personal, I just have my business Instagram. What are you consuming? That's the biggest thing. You need to be consuming things that are beneficial, that help you, that aid in your vision, mindset, inner work. Consumption can also fall in the category of friends. Like I said in the, I think, 3rd point. Are you consuming constant gossip? Are you consuming constant chatter and negativity with people and around people? That is also a part of consumption. You gotta cut that shit out, because if you're consuming constant negativity, you are the sum of the 5 people you hang out with. And if all 5 people are negative and are constantly gossiping and are constantly just being really annoying, you are going to be that person. You're going to be the 6th person, okay? This is gonna be you guys. You don't want that. If you have a different vision, you gotta stop consuming things that do not align with that vision. Last one, number 7. This is the biggest one because it kind of ties everything in together that I've just mentioned already. Routine. What is your routine? Without a routine, Vikita would not get anything done. Now, I often get this question when my students first join my program and they're like, you're talking all about feminine energy and all of these things. I often get this on Instagram and YouTube, like comments, and they'll be like, well, I want to be my feminine energy, but routine is very masculine and discipline is masculine. Okay, so let's just do a quick breakdown on feminine and masculine energy. Feminine energy is just, let's just say she lives a soft life. Masculine energy lives a business life. If you really want to succeed, you need a proper routine. And if we both have these energies within us, we don't need to neglect the other energy. I always speak about this. Women are dominantly in their feminine energy and men are dominantly in their masculine energy. But both need that dot of the opposition. So men need that dot of feminine energy and women need that dot of masculine energy. That dot of masculine energy for women is routine. It's discipline. I always give this analogy. It's like in a bowling alley, you have the lane, and then if you suck at bowling, you put the guards up, the lane guards. Masculine energy in a feminine woman is the lane guards. That bowling ball is still flowing and it's still maneuvering very effortlessly down the lane, but it's not going off course because it has those lane guards up, and that is the feminine energy. So in my life, my masculine energy is always funneled into my business, and I need a good routine every day to have that structure that is needed for business. That is where my masculine energy comes to life. In every other area, it's very feminine. Now you just have to make sure that you're able to slip back into that feminine energy when you're not using your masculine. So routine is so important. So I'll just give you a mock routine right now. It's pretty much my routine. Wake up early, before 8 a.m. Go to the gym if it's the first thing that you need to do, because some people can work out during the day, some people work out at night, some people need to work out in the morning. Again, that's just a limiting belief if you say you need to work out at 8 a.m. or 6 a.m. Like, that's just something that you've built, and you can rewire that to say I can actually work out whatever time of the day and I'll always feel motivated for the gym. So again, just constantly checking those stories and those patterns of thought. Okay, let's get back to the routine. So you wake up, get to the gym, you come home, shower, you do your faith practice, and then you do whatever you need to do. So that's school, that's work. And then at the end of the evening, like after you've done school, after you've done work, in between there you're obviously eating because we need to eat. After school and work, then we have probably dinner, and then we have a shower, and then we do our nighttime routine. So we do skincare, and then we do another little mini faith practice, and then we will read or we'll watch an educational video, and then we will say, good night world. That is just a mock routine that is going to keep you in line. It's going to keep you focused on what you want and your goals and all of that. And I wanted to include worry time in here. As much as we want to try and dispel worrying and fear and negativity and all of that, as humans, it is just virtually impossible because we are humans at the end of the day and we have a wide range of emotions. And it's not to say that we need to be positive 24/7. So we just need to be conscious about when we're worrying. So if you're unconscious and you're just worrying 24/7, it's on autopilot and it's just, that's all your mind is filled with is worrying, that's negative and that's not right and that's not gonna be helpful for you. But if you can be conscious about it and say, I am going to worry when I'm in the shower. I'm gonna spend the time in the shower just worrying. Then that's okay. That should be your worry time. So that is, I wanted to just put that in there because I think that's really important to have that worry time so that you're not unconsciously worrying 24/7. And that was the biggest thing that also helped me because I used to be a huge worrier. I have very, very bad anticipatory anxiety. So it was just constant like, when is the shoe gonna drop? What's gonna happen? Oh my God, I'm really scared. And it would always come at nighttime when we're trying to get our beauty sleep. And so we had to shut that shit down real quick. And we did that by whenever we have a free moment. So like I kind of do it in the bath. I love a good soak, right? With some Epsom salts and the whole nines. Do it in the bath and just sit and meditate and just really spend that time thinking about things that we will probably worry about. But as you do this more and more, you start to realize that your day is kind of spent just not worrying about anything, because now that you've shifted your mindset, you've shifted your beliefs, and you're noticing how different life is for you, and you're experiencing constant opportunity, you're experiencing constant blessings and constant joyful moods, you're like, there's nothing really to worry about. Like, the universe got my back. All of this works together in harmony. You work on the health, you get the better mindset. You work on the mindset, you get the better experiences. You get the better experiences, you start reframing beliefs and old stories. That is how we are going to get you where you want to go. So those were the 7 things that I changed and continue to change to upgrade my life and unlock the next level of life that I live up here. Right? I always say, live it up here, see it out here. The next level of life that you've got right here that you're itching to unlock and you're ready to see it in your real reality. Not to say up here is not real, but just in your physical environment, and it's tangible and you can see it and you're witnessing it. You need to change all 7 things that I mentioned. If you enjoyed this video, give me a like down below. While you're there, hit the bell notification button so you don't miss out when I upload next. Obviously hit that subscribe button and comment what would probably be the easiest for you to change out of all 7. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!